When I just got started investing in T-bills and government bonds, it was not easy. I remember I had to go to the Bank of Zambia website and download some forms. And then after downloading those forms, I had to fill them in. A lot of stuff to do. Then I went to the bank. Then the bank had to go through that document. Of course, it had errors. You know what banks like doing? They won't tell you everything at once. They'll first give you the form so that you go and mess it up. And then they tell you to come back and do the correct thing. I don't know why the banks do that. Yeah, okay, let's not say the banks, let's say some banks. So I had to go back and rectify things. Then the bank had to send that document to Bank of Zambia. And when Bank of Zambia received that document, they realized that I didn't sign somewhere. So they had to send it back to the bank. I was called to go back to the bank, sign where I didn't sign, and then the thing went back to the bank. And then, to cut the long story short, the CSD account was created. Now, when it comes to buying bonds, the bank had to give me a letter. Of course, it was not free, just to prove that I've got money in the account. So now, once that letter is done, it goes to Bank of Zambia. Then now I tell the bank to say, buy for me this kind of bond. It was very, very complicated. It's like the banks had too much powers, and then there was a disconnection between the Bank of Zambia and the investor. That is how this thing of the investor portal came about. So now things have been simplified. Now the power has gone from the bank to the investor. So now you have got the power to invest. You have got the power to control how you invest, when you invest, and how much you invest. We have a savings group, Zangena Visionary Savers, where we save a $250 every month. That money, we invest it in Zangena Capital, a microfinance firm that lends out money to business people. Okay, so members in that savings group said, would like to diversify. So form a cooperative where we'll just be buying bonds. As a listening leader, I said, okay, I think that's something that we can do. So I got my friend Tony, and we went ahead and registered a cooperative, and that's how we started. And we want to hit over 1 million in that cooperative. So far, we have started moving, and we are making progress. I'll tell you more about that later. Why I'm telling you this, I want to show you where we are coming from. So when I was creating the CSD for the cooperative, I just did it within 5 minutes. I just went on Investor Portal, did a few clicks here and there, and I was done. I just waited for the Bank of Zambia to respond. The following day, I received an email, your CSD account is opened. And that's how we started buying bonds as a cooperative. So what I'm telling you are things that I'm actually doing. It's not a story or things that I've read. These same things which I'm doing are the things that I'm teaching you. There's a promotion. If you join the masterclass, you are going to get the updated Treasury bills and bonds manual free. You are not going to pay anything for that ebook. What happens is every month I update the book. So I remove what is not relevant. I add the updated information. And I receive questions every now and then. So the answers to those questions, I put them in the book. In a masterclass, if I had to share everything that I know, I would probably present for 30 days. So in the book, I'm not limited. I can explain as much as I want. And the way I've structured the book, you don't need to read the whole book. Just go to the point that interests you. So if you want to learn the 7-step framework, just go to that page and do it. If you want to learn, let's say, how to trade on the secondary market, you just go there and read that. So that's how the book is structured. So we are going to go straight into my 7-step framework for investing in T-bills and bonds. Step number 1, get accurate and updated information. So how do you do this? You can go ahead and begin to research. Start with YouTube. From YouTube, go to Google. From Google, go to ChatGPT. From ChatGPT, go to the Bank of Zambia website. All right, so I was recording this in the night, and my dogs, I think, are busy trying to catch a thief somewhere. Okay, so step one is get information. Don't start investing before you understand. Now, we have done the research for you. If you want an easier path, just go ahead and get the T-bills and bonds manual. You can get it using the link that I've shared in the group, or you can inbox me and say, I want the book. I'll be able to give you the payment details so that I can send you the book on WhatsApp. Now, when you buy that book, don't just download it and just keep it to your email. I would like you to read it. Read it and take notes. Read it from A to Z. Read it from cover to cover. Step number 2. Open a bank account with any bank. The bank that is okay is the bank that you are happy with. So go to that bank and open an account. It can be a savings account or a current account, it doesn't matter. So long that account is in Kwacha, that is okay. Step number 3, open a CSD account. At this point, I would like to emphasize that before you even go to investor portal, don't go there without these documents, because you just make the process complicated and you won't be able to complete it. That is why I highly emphasize that first get these documents. So the documents that you want to have, or the things that you need to do, is you need to have a working email address. You want to know your password, you want to know the email. You want to have a phone number, because that is where the OTP will be sent. Then you also want to have a clear portrait of yourself. This is not a celebrity show where you have to show your shoes and the like. Just the face is enough. Then also get your TPIN certificate from ZRA, or you can go to the website. If you don't know how to do this, just go to ZRA. They'll be able to help you, because you just need your NRC and the map to where you live written on a piece of paper. That is something which ZRA can help you with. Then the signatory mandate is just a signature on a plain paper. I'm going to show you in the group how you can do that. And lastly, the certified copy of your NRC. Once all those documents are within reach, they are in one folder, you can now go ahead and go to the investor portal and apply for your CSD account. Just remember that you can actually open a CSD account even when you don't have money. Even if you don't have money yet, you can still open a CSD account. Step 4, save a minimum of 1,000. You now have a bank account, isn't it? So the bank account is not just for show, it's actually for saving money. So go ahead and save the 1,000 kwacha. In later episodes, I'm going to give you some ideas, tricks, and tips, just to show you how you can save this 1,000 quickly. So you can bid for treasury bills. T-bills bids are open every 2 weeks. So once they are open, you can go ahead and bid, or you can go for bonds. Bonds, the bids for bonds are open once a month. So once the bids are open, you can go ahead and bid. All right, so if you don't bid, you're not going to invest. So that's the only job that you are going to be doing there. You'll be bidding. Step number 6, wait patiently for the Bank of Zambia to approve your bid. And remember, once they've approved your bid, it doesn't mean that they've deducted the money from your account. So you need to wait patiently for the Bank of Zambia to deduct the money from your account. I know this one investor who once saw that the bid was approved, went ahead and withdrew the money. And if there is an instruction that you don't want to bounce, it's the Bank of Zambia instruction. The Bank of Zambia is the owner of the monies. They are like the biggest bank, and then you bounce their instruction. They might blacklist you, isn't it? So you want to make sure that the funds are there in your account, and you make sure that the deduction has been done before you can actually celebrate. Then step number 7, very important step. repeat the process. This is where money is made. You are not going to do this once and forget. You are going to be doing it over and over. Then you go back to step 4. So in short, you just be doing step 1, then jump 2 and 3, go to step 4, save some money, place your bid, wait, repeat. So that will be your song. Genuine things are quite boring. It's just like this. That's what you'll be doing all the time. And like for Zangena Visionary Savers, that's what we've been doing, just saving every month. It's quite boring. You know, people want complicated things. That is why they've been swindled. Most of the things that can really make us money, they are simple. They are simple to understand. They are simple to do, just like the way these things are. So you go ahead and repeat. And when your coupons start coming, don't eat all the coupons. Reinvest that coupon. That is how you create wealth. Now, at repeat there is what we call bond laddering. So I'm going to give you 3 strategies for bond laddering so that you do it correctly. You don't just repeat anyhow. Because when you are repeating, what are you repeating? Are you repeating with a T-bill or are you repeating with a bond? What is the strategy for repeating? So that is what I'm going to be showing you. So let us recap. So my 7-step framework is easy. Step 1, get the correct information. Step 2, open an account. Step 3, open a CSD account. Step 4, save a 1,000 minimum. Step 5, place your bid. Step 4, wait patiently. Lastly, repeat this process. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Then share your experience with us in the group. How has been your experience so far investing in government bonds and treasury bills? If you want a one-on-one conversation with me, maybe you want me to talk to your spouse about this, you can book for a consultation call. We can have a conference call and I'll be able to chat with you and your wife. Or maybe you want us to meet physically. We can actually meet and talk more about this. You know, money matters. Sometimes it's not enough just to get a presentation like this. You might want to be walked through on a one-to-one basis. You know, you can even invest in T-bills and bonds as a business. So I was consulting with them because, you know, business people, you don't have a retirement package. You have to create your own retirement package. So if as a business, you want to have a retirement package, call me. I'm going to guide you on how you can accurately and confidently do that. So let's chat in the WhatsApp group. Let's have fun. That's all for now.